wish me no doubles. Oh no. Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ash, and if you're new, welcome to Onyx Raven on Paper. I haven't filmed in a while, so just a disclaimer, I'm going to look a lot different in a minute. I've put on the same shirt for a little bit of continuity, but this is a brand new intro because guess who deleted their footage by accident? Today's video is going to be my September TBR, which I realise is a bit late. But September started off a little bit rocky and I still wanted to do it, so here we are. If you like videos about paper or paper-based hobbies, so books, occasional crafting, planning and seasonal content, because let's just face it, it's not a coincidence. When I've returned to YouTube, it's spooky season again. Then make sure you subscribe down below. How it's going to go is I wanted to partake in bookoplathon this year and also magical readathon, and so this is why I still decided to do the video, because it's fun. Also, I've been subscribed to Fairyloot this year, and in one of the boxes there was a TBR game. Very basic, it was just a list pad, 1 to 20, and a D20 dice. The idea being that you roll the dice to find out how many books you're going to read, and then you roll that many rolls, and then each number, takes you to a book, and that way you develop a TBR. With the Fairyloot rolls, there's a chance obviously you can roll the same number, so in that instance I just decided to roll again until I got a number that was free. So I decided, because I like to make things complicated for myself, clearly, I'm gonna firstly go through the 20 books. We're gonna do the Fairyloot rolls, we're gonna do the bookoplathon rolls, and then we're gonna do the magical readathon prompts. And for the bookoplathon and magical readathon prompts, the idea is try to stay within that stack, but I'm willing to extend to the rest of the 20 from the original list if the prompts don't fit into the small stack of books. What I want to do is avoid going outside of the 20 onto these shelves. Sorry this was a bit rambly, sorry I'm going to look a bit different in a minute, but I'm finding my way around filming again. So without further ado, let's find out what I'm reading this month. Before we get into any dice rolling, I'm just going to go through the 20 books that kind of made the cut prior to the Fairyloot rolls. I'm not going to go into what the books are about. I'm literally going to go through the titles and authors, and then whatever my final TBR is at the end, I will go through things in a little bit more detail. The things I don't have physically, so I don't forget, is I have an audiobook of The Only Plane in the Sky, the oral history of 9/11. I forget the author right at this moment, but I will put it here. Then I have a scribed ebook, and I left that completely open depending on what prompts I get. So I gave myself a little bit of grace there. And then in my cart, we have Assassin's Apprentice by Robin Hobb, Orlando by Virginia Woolf, Asher and the Spirit Bird by Jaspinda Bilan, which is something that I've already started, so hopefully getting this in. I have a poetry collection by Carol Ann Duffy called Rapture, Charlotte's Web by E.B. White, Vixen by Rosie Garland, Illuminae by Amy Kaufman and Jay Kristoff, Elizabeth is Missing by Emma Healy, another one that I started last year but never finished, so hoping to get this one in. I have The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory, Witches Steeped in Gold by Shannon Smart, This Golden Flame by Emily Victoria, The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. The Prison Healer by Lynette Noni. Law by Alexandra Bracken. 6 Crimson Cranes by Elizabeth Lim. Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman. Rat Queens Volume 1. Amori Wars. Okay, so let's get to the rolls. Okay, sorry about the grubby Jack mouse mat, but this is slate and I attempted to roll this on it and it's metal. And you can imagine what that was like. So we're gonna find out how many books we're gonna start with our Fairyloot rolls. So here we go. Okay, well that was a good start. Where did that go? I'd say this is going really well, so let's try again. What did we get? No, sorry, no, I'm not doing the full list. So I've got my little dice roller that I've used previously for D&D. So here we go. What is it? What is it? 8. Okay, that's okay. Ooh, so close to a natural 20. We're gonna be rolling 8 for our Fairyloot rolls. Okay, let's get started. So here we go. First roll. What book are we gonna get? That is 10. So number 10 on here. Charlotte's Web. Second book is that's number 4. And that's The Only Plane in the Sky. Number 3. And that is number 2, which is 6 Crimson Cranes. So 4th roll. We've already got number 4, so I'm going to roll that again. What have we got? Are you joking me? We've already got number 2. 3rd time lucky for roll number 4. What have we got? Are you kidding? It's literally the 3 numbers I've rolled. Wow, this is going superbly. What have we got this time? 11. Number 11, which is Law. Over halfway there now. This is a high number. 12. That is Orlando. Roll number 6. And we got number 7, which is The Virgin's Lover. Second to last one. $12, we've already got that one, so I'm going to roll it again. Ooh, 19. Oh, nice. Scribd ebook, so that's like left open for me, which is great. Last roll. Got that one already. Come on. Oh, damn it. I want to roll that again because I knocked it over and didn't see what it was. Because I'm behind the camera. 10, we've already got that one.
It's really annoying that it was another we haven't got as well. 7, we've got that, yeah. There we go. 12, you've got blinking now. Come on. Come on, one we haven't rolled. 19, we've got that. Wow. 11, we've got that as well. He keeps joking.
Number 8, which is, oh yes, Rat Queens Volume 1. Perfect. So we ended, we did Our 8th roll was number 8. As you saw in the rolling footage, we got 8 rolls, and so 8 books were selected after much difficulty. So we did actually pull out the Only Plane in the Sky and Scribd ebook, which is great because that gives me a little bit of flexibility with future prompts we're going to go through. And then we ended up with Charlotte's Web, Orlando, The Virgin's Lover, 6 Crimson Cranes, Law, and Rat Queens Volume 1. So I'm pretty happy with that to start with, but we have now got to do the bookoplathon rolls. Wish me no doubles. Okay, I'm really excited. This is the first time I've ever played Bookopoly. Got my little, this is like a little bat that was in my craft supply stash. So we're going to start at the beginning, which is here, randomise your TBR. Oh, I think that's if you land on that. I'm going to start with 5 rolls. This is the first roll. Let's pray for no doubles. You've got to be kidding me. That is a 6 and a double. Marvellous. So we've already got 8 books, and now we've got 6 more rolls. Lovely. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 humans. Our first prompt for Bookoplathon is humans, and for that I'm going to select Charlotte's Web, because unless there's a really wild twist in this, I believe Charlotte is a human. So no spoilers, please. So I've got a new camera person. Husband's taking over. So the first prompt was humans. So second roll, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. TBR game. I don't know what that means. I'm already playing a TBR game. Roll number 2, we rolled TBR game, which I was a bit confused what to do with. But given that we had just played a TBR game via Fairyloot, I filled this space with something that didn't fit in future prompts. Obviously, because I've done all the rolls first. So I am going to tell you now what is filling that prompt, and that is The Only Plane in the Sky. Oh no. Another double. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Who? So the third roll was Who, which I believe is supposed to be something that you've not heard anyone talking about. So it might be an older thing or just a slightly more unknown thing. So for that I put The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory, because this is a fair few years old now, and at least in the last year of BookTube, I've never seen anybody mention this book. So I'm going to go with that. So this is roll number 4. Oops, I've got there 9. Let's get up close here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Opulent. Read a book with opulent vibes. Oh, beautiful cover is what I went for. So for opulent, I went for 6 Crimson Cranes. 3. 1, 2, 3. Steal a book. The next prompt was steal a book, so I had to go off of my selections and the rest of the 20 for this, because obviously I can't steal a book from my own bookshelf. So I went to Liam's bookshelf, because nearest bookshelf, and I selected I, Zombie, which is a graphic novel which is also a series on Netflix.
Oh, it has to be me. Oh, my mum.
4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Feed scroll. So the next prompt was feed scroll. So you can choose any feed, I believe, for this. So Instagram, Twitter, Goodreads. And because I don't use Twitter and my Instagram's pretty varied, so we might be scrolling a while until we get a book. I'm going to give Goodreads a go. So I'm going to screen record. So we go on to Goodreads. I'm hoping something that's in my initial selection from Fairyloot comes up here. So I haven't even got any of these. We could be here forever. Haven't got any of these. Molly marked his own TBR. Because I know what has filled all the prompts already. And the one I can't use Rat Queens. It fulfills something else. Oh no. Oh no. I don't have any of these. I don't have any of these. There's a lot of good stuff here that I want to read, but I haven't got any of these. I haven't got any of these. I don't know if I'm allowed to double up.
There's literally nothing here that I own. That I even own. Never mind. I want to add some of these to my want to read. I haven't got any of these. Yeah, I wish I had a lesson in vengeance. You can't get it anywhere. What am I going to do? I genuinely don't even have any of these. This turned out to be the worst prompt that I could have got. Because I haven't got an extensive collection yet. No, I don't have any of these. I literally don't have any of these books. I do have a binder for complete Grimm's Fairy Tales, but I am not reading that.
Some great stuff here that I wish I had. I do have that in Love and Pyjamas. I do have that, but it's going to be adding yet another book. But I have that. Okay, cool. Just have want to read on there. My sister got me this in a little self-care package that she did for me earlier on in the year. It includes stickers, which is always good fun. And it's actually just a little comic. So I'm going to take that. It's really cute, and also it reminds me of me and Liam. Yes, I'm going to take that. Next roll. Last roll. 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Randomise your TBR. So the next roll was randomise your TBR. So I think I'm going to randomise the rest of it. Here we go. So this is the order that they're in, from top to bottom. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So Robin Hood being 1 and the Amori Wars being 12. So obviously I can't hold this at the same time, but just so maybe I'll Maybe editing Ash will put 1 to 12 on here and maybe cut this out so we can keep it on screen. I need to find a random number generator. Random.org. Okay, so let's... Recording? Okay, so let's do 1 to 12. Please be something small, please be something small. But yeah, please be something small. Okay. 7. So what was number 7? Okay, so number 7 in the random number generator was Illuminate, which I'm really, really excited about. It does mean obviously this TBR is getting bigger and I'm halfway through the month already. Spoiler alert, I've already started reading some because I knew mostly what came out. So really, really happy to have this on the list. Good. I think that should have been our last roll. But Liam was very upset that none of the cards came out, so we tried again. I didn't get to do the cards.
You didn't do any cards, so I didn't get to play.
No. So Liam wants to have a go, so we're going to have an extra roll. Don't roll a double, for goodness sake. That'll do. So, do you want to move the piece, or am I going to do it?
No, you can move it. Where is it? Wait.
It's
Okay,
here, a little back, yeah? So it's 9?
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 monsters. But we didn't get a card either. We got monsters, for which I can now reveal I put Rat Queens in for monsters. So there's a couple of books from Fairyloot that haven't been assigned to anything yet. I think that is Law hasn't been assigned to anything yet. Orlando hasn't. Our Scribd ebook hasn't. Finally, we're going to go through magical readathon prompts. So I've already scribbled on the printout just so I know. So we'll do the novice path prompts first and then we'll go into the character ones. So read a book with a map. There was many options, but I'm going to go for Law, because Law had not been assigned to anything yet. There is a map. Ash Torn Tree, a book that keeps tempting you, was on top of your TBR. I think I'm probably most excited for 6 Crimson Cranes. The Mist of Solitude, read a standalone. For this, I put in the other one that hadn't been given a prompt yet, which is Orlando by Virginia Woolf, because I do believe that this is a standalone. Ruin of the Sky, read a book featuring ghosts, haunted house, or other supernatural elements. Now, I thought I was really going to struggle with this because those are some of my favourite kind of books, and I've got all sorts of supernatural up there, but I hadn't put anything like that in my original 20, which was a bit foolish. So when I was trying to work out the prompts, I knew I had steal a book to do. And I've looked it up. Zombies are paranormal. So I'm going to put iZombie into that slot. Obsidian Falls, read a thriller or mystery book. And because I didn't think there was anything here that fulfilled that, I had to go outside of this stack and into the rest of the 20. But I'm happy about it because I'm going to put Elizabeth is Missing, which I'm already a third of the way through. Tower of Rumination, read a 5-star prediction. I put Rat Queens on for this one because I'm pretty sure. Aurelium Academy Arc, book with a school setting. Again, I didn't think anything here fulfilled that. I might be wrong. So I had to go to the rest of the 20. And I went for Heartstopper Volume 1. This is another graphic novel. So I'm trying to make things easier for myself, you know what I mean? So now we've got the character prompts. So for background, I chose wildling. Read a book largely set in a forest or outside. Again, at first I thought I was going to struggle with this, but I still had to go. I mean, there might be something here that fulfills that. But I didn't want to double up too many times. So I went outside of this stack again for Asha and the Spirit Bird, because she does go on a journey. She lives in the foothills of the Himalayas and she goes on a journey towards the city. So a lot of it details her journey. So I thought that counted. Province, I chose Dark Meadow. Not surprising to probably a lot of people. Reader Dark Academia, which again, I didn't feel like I had here. So I utilised my Scribd ebook and I chose Vicious by V.E. Schwab. Never read anything by V.E. Schwab. I don't really know what it's about, but when I searched Dark Academia, so I could search for something on Scribd, because I do have some in the rest of my collection, but I didn't want to go there, and I needed to utilise my ebook role. And Vicious came up as a Dark Academia book, so that's what we went for. And finally, Heritage, I chose Iltirian, which is a kind of vegetarian vampire, I think. Book with a crow on the cover. Again, I would have had stuff there, or title, or a red cover book. So, because I've only just done Illuminate, I'd already chose something else. So it's fine, we're going to go outside of this stack. And I chose Rapture because it's largely red, dark red, and it's only a small poetry book. So let's tidy this up a bit and see what we've got. So we've got 13 here. Then we've got Vicious by V.E. Schwab, and also The Only Plane in the Sky. So as well as those two, we've got Virginia Woolf, Orlando, which is I think it's a romance between two, well, I don't know whether, I think it's a romance between two women. I believe it's detailing the story of her romance with another woman. We've got In Love and Pajamas, which is that cute little comic. We've got Illuminate, which is the science fiction mixed media offering, which I don't know too much about and I don't want to. We've got The Virgin's Lover by Philippa Gregory, which is a historical fiction from the point where Elizabeth I has just got to the throne, and I think there's a romance and her struggles with the reign and the love of her country versus having a romance, blah blah blah. And then Elizabeth is Missing, which is a thriller about an old lady that's got dementia, but she's convinced her childhood friend Elizabeth is missing. Everyone around her thinks that it's just part of her dementia, but she's convinced otherwise. We've got Carol Ann Duffy, Rapture, a collection of love poems. Charlotte's Web by E.B. White, which is a cute middle grade about a spider, I believe. We've got Asha and the Spirit Bird by Jasbinder Bilan, which is, I think it's rooted in Indian mythology, but it's about a young girl whose father stops sending money home, so she goes on a journey to figure out what happened, and there's something to do with a spirit bird who has the spirit of her grandma reincarnated. Six Crimson Cranes, which is the fairy tale retelling of Six Swans, and I think sorry if you can hear Liam, it includes a stepmother and the protagonist who has six brothers who are turned into cranes, and she can't speak to anyone, or if she does, one of her brothers die. There's Lore by Alexandra Bracken, which I will admit I don't know anything about. I know it's Greek mythology. We've got Heartstopper Volume 1 by Alice Oseman, which is a cute comic, and it's a male-male romance. We've got The Rat Queens Volume 1, which is adventure, blood, gore, hilarity, monsters. And then we've got iZombie, which is a graphic novel about zombies. So that's 15 books. Spoiler alert, I have started a couple already. But I'm hopeful. I don't think I'm going to get it all done. I'm just going to admit that right now. But we've got a few comics, we've got a few things that I've already started. So we've got like 1, 2, 3, 4 kind of comics / graphic novels. We've got 1 audiobook. We've got 2 that I've already started. We've got a really small middle grade. We've got a small poetry book. I feel like this is going to be really interesting and fast paced because of the mixed media element. So yeah, wish me luck. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up and pop me a comment down below. If you don't know what to say, damn, I'm filming. If you don't know what to say but you'd like to leave a comment, just pop a book emoji in the comments just to let me know that you made it to the end. If you did make it to the end, I appreciate you. Thank you so much for watching and spending a bit of your precious time with me today, and I will see you in the next video. Are you gonna balance there while I end off? Bye.